Do you think men's fashion after 50 means boring clothes? That's exactly where the mistake lies. There's a practical, smart, and elegant way to dress without looking like you're trying to be too young or too old. In this video, you'll discover the essential items every man over 50 needs in his wardrobe. And no, it's not about buying more, but about buying smart. Stick with me until the end, because what you're going to learn here might forever change how you view elegance after 50. The importance of a capsule wardrobe. You know that daily dilemma of opening the closet and thinking, I have nothing to wear? Well, there's a solution, and it doesn't involve spending a fortune. A capsule wardrobe is like a well-organized toolbox, just a few items, but each with a precise function. For men over 50 who value practicality without sacrificing elegance, this is pure gold. It's not about having a lot, but about having the essential, the pieces that work, that match, and that make you feel good. With just a handful of well-thought-out clothes, your look can speak for you before you even say a word. Imagine having 3 well-cut shirts, 2 tailored trousers, a classic pair of jeans, and a neutral blazer. Sounds like too little? That's where the magic lies. A good capsule wardrobe in men's fashion allows these pieces to work together, creating endless combinations with just a few swaps. And when your routine is already packed with commitments and challenges, dressing well effortlessly is almost a superpower. After all, who said aging means losing your style? The mature man knows the value of time and space. Having a closet full of clothes you never wear is like carrying unnecessary weight. Even worse is that jacket you bought on impulse and never matched with anything. It's time to turn your wardrobe into an ally. Men's fashion for those over 50 needs to be functional, precise, and elegant. And a capsule wardrobe is the first step toward that. As the saying goes, less is more, but with intelligence. And listen, a capsule wardrobe doesn't mean losing your identity or looking too basic. Quite the opposite. With the right pieces, you gain freedom to express who you are without feeling caricatured or outdated. A linen shirt in summer? A classic. A turtleneck sweater in winter? Timeless. Pair that with a good watch or a discreet leather shoe, and everything takes on a new tone. It's effortless elegance, something only maturity can deliver properly. If you still think this isn't for you, try starting small. Pick 3 pieces you truly love and see what else they go with. Then, eliminate what you haven't worn in over a year. This process is liberating. And before you know it, you'll open your wardrobe and, instead of thinking nothing matches, you'll smile seeing how everything makes sense. But of course, for this to work, you need to choose the right pieces. Classic and timeless pieces. Every elegant man, especially those over 50, can spot a classic piece from a mile away. It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg for attention. It simply exists, with presence and sophistication. These are the items that transcend decades and remain impeccable, like a well-tailored blazer, a crisp white cotton shirt, and dark straight-cut jeans. Nothing extravagant, but full of personality. In men's fashion, these items are like pillars. They hold up any combination with strength and style. Let's be practical. With a good white shirt, for example, you're ready for a business meeting, a Sunday lunch, or even a fancier dinner. Just change the accessories. Pair it with chinos? Refined casual. Throw on a blazer? Instantly formal. This kind of clothing is like a wild card. It solves any situation. And the best part? It works even better with age, as the fit and presence gain more character over time. The secret here is understanding that these pieces don't compete with time, they converse with it. These are the choices you can make with your eyes closed and never be disappointed. A good sweater, a pair of gray tailored trousers, brown leather shoes, all part of a silent elegance that speaks volumes. And you don't need to go overboard with spending. Here, quality matters more than quantity. After all, anyone who's lived through 50 winters knows that what lasts is what's truly worth it. In fact, it's not uncommon for these pieces to become part of your visual signature. When people always see you in a good denim jacket or a trench coat that fits like a glove, it becomes part of your identity. That's what men's fashion offers best to men over 50, the power to turn simplicity into authenticity. Less trends, more essence. And the beauty of it all? These classic pieces are like fine wine, they get better with time. And the more you wear them, the more you discover their versatility. But for everything to work in harmony, there's one crucial detail: choosing clothes that respect and enhance your life stage. Because style doesn't have an age, but it does have maturity. Age-appropriate style. Maturity brings a quiet freedom that few notice, but it changes everything, including the way a man dresses. At 50 or older, it's no longer about chasing every new trend in men's fashion like an eager teenager. It's about knowing what represents you. And when your wardrobe begins to reflect that awareness, something magical happens. Elegance becomes a consequence. Men over 50 don't need to prove anything anymore, but they can, and should, dress with purpose. Here's a truth not everyone dares to say: dressing like you're still in your 30s can come across as more forced than youthful. But that doesn't mean falling into the old man clothes trap. There's a smart middle ground where comfort, sophistication, and identity meet. A linen shirt, for example, can be both youthful and elegant, especially when paired with lightweight leather shoes and well-cut shorts. It's all a matter of balance and good sense. It's essential to choose pieces that align with your stage of life. Men's fashion for those over 50 must consider the body that has changed, the commitments that have changed, and above all, the attitude that has matured. Fabrics that breathe, cuts that flatter without squeezing, colors that convey authority without seeming somber. After all, a mature man has presence and doesn't need loud prints to be noticed. Just a good cut and the right choice will do. Beauty is in the details. The hem of the pants, the collar that doesn't swallow the neck, the blazer sleeve that ends just right, all of it says something. And believe me, at 50, those details speak louder than any famous brand logo. They say, "I know who I am," and that, my friend, is irresistible. So leave excess behind and embrace the sophistication that only maturity can carry naturally. And let's be honest, feeling good about what you wear at 50 isn't about vanity, it's about respect. Respect for who you are, for what you've built, and for the space you occupy in the world. When your clothes follow that awareness, the result is a complete, confident, and unmistakably elegant man. Versatility and combination. A well-built wardrobe is like a chess game. You don't need many pieces to win, just the ability to use them strategically. And for men over 50, this logic is even more powerful. When you have versatility in your wardrobe, each piece stops being just a garment and becomes a possibility. A well-fitted pair of twill trousers, for instance, can go with you on a casual outing, a family dinner, or even a business meeting. It all depends on what you pair it with. This smart combination comes from choosing key pieces, those that adapt to your lifestyle and commitments. The secret lies in subtle adjustments, swapping casual sneakers for dress shoes, rolling up your shirt sleeves, adding a leather strap watch. Details that transform the same outfit into a new one, effortlessly. In men's fashion, especially for those over 50, this versatility is a real competitive edge. Imagine opening your closet and knowing that any combination you put together will work. No more spending 15 minutes trying on outfits, only to give up and wear the usual. The idea is the opposite, for your routine to become lighter, without losing elegance. If you have, for example, a well-structured gray blazer, it can be worn with dark jeans for a casual look or with dress pants for a more formal event. All of this without needing to buy a new item. That's how you build style with intelligence. It's not about being extravagant or overly bold, but about knowing how to adapt. Anyone who's lived more than half a century has a natural ability to notice what works. They just need to apply that awareness to how they dress. Mixing textures, combining neutral tones with touches of color, wearing a subtle pocket square with a blazer. These gestures show you understand men's fashion and, above all, understand yourself. And when that versatility meets the right color palette, everything fits together like a well-made puzzle. Choosing the right colors isn't fussy, it's strategic. Suggestion of neutral colors. If there's one thing every man over 50 should understand, it's the power of neutral colors. They are the foundation of elegant, sophisticated, and effortless men's fashion. Shades like gray, navy blue, beige, white, and black not only combine easily with one another, they also convey maturity, good taste, and authority. And best of all, they're discreet, versatile, and never go out of style. It's like having a trusted palette in your closet, ready for any occasion. A navy blazer, for example, is a piece that can be worn with a white shirt for something more formal or with a beige t-shirt for a casual yet elegant look. Neutral colors have this ability to adapt to any setting without losing their sophistication. Additionally, for men over 50, they help avoid excess and project a solid, confident, and above all, respectable image. Nothing beats being remembered for your quiet elegance. The advantage here is clear. When you base your wardrobe on neutral tones, combinations become almost automatic. It reduces time in front of the mirror and guarantees a harmonious result, even on the busiest days. A pair of gray tailored trousers can be worn with a light shirt for work and with a navy sweater on the weekend. The same piece, two different looks. And all of it without overthinking or overbuying. Another important point is that neutral colors highlight what truly matters: the fit, the details, the accessories. Nothing steals the show. Everything works together to enhance your personal style. And that, in men's fashion for men over 50, is what really matters. A clean, well-fitted look with good neutral pieces speaks louder than any bold print. It says, "I'm elegant, even when I'm not trying." Now, if you think neutral colors are synonymous with monotony, think again. They are the perfect base to introduce small touches of color, texture, or personality through accessories and extras. A wine-colored pocket square in a gray blazer, a patterned sock in an all-black look, a watch with a brown leather strap. Investment in quality. There comes a point in life when the phrase "less is more" stops being a cliché and becomes a principle of wisdom. And when it comes to men's fashion for those over 50, investing in quality is much smarter than accumulating disposable pieces. It's time to trade buying a lot for buying right. After all, a well-cut shirt made from fine fabric can last for years and stay impeccable, while several cheap ones fall apart after a few washes. Quality pieces have a different kind of presence. The fit is better, the feel on the body is more pleasant, and the image you project is infinitely more refined. It's that blazer that changes your posture the moment you put it on. Or that genuine leather shoe that, even after years of use, still looks elegant. And look, this doesn't mean spending a fortune, it means choosing better. Trustworthy brands, durable fabrics, timeless cuts. In the long run, it's actually cheaper. Men over 50 should view their wardrobe as an investment, not an expense. Buying quality clothing is taking care of your image. It's showing that you value yourself. A simple example: instead of buying 3 regular cotton shirts, invest in one made of Egyptian cotton or pure linen. The difference in appearance, comfort, and durability will surprise you. And contrary to what many think, this isn't luxury, it's a life strategy. Another benefit of investing in better pieces is maintaining elegance over time. Quality clothing doesn't fade, doesn't lose its shape, doesn't disappoint. It keeps up with your life's pace with dignity. And if paired with the right neutral tones, as we discussed earlier, it becomes a staple in your style. It's the kind of clothing that works for dinners, events, travel, or even a relaxed weekend stroll, always with the same charm. And here's a little challenge. How many pieces in your wardrobe today actually make you feel well-dressed? If the answer is very few, maybe it's time to take a closer look at this issue. Because style is in the details, and the details, my friend, make all the difference. Essential accessories. If clothing is the body of elegance, accessories are the soul. They're what give personality to your look, show attention to detail, and most importantly, tell the world, I know what I'm doing. For men over 50, accessories play an even more crucial role in men's fashion because they add sophistication without excess. A good watch, a pair of well-maintained leather shoes, a quality bag, each item speaks for you before you even open your mouth. Let's start with shoes. Invest in 2 good pairs, one formal and one casual. A brown Oxford and a leather loafer, for example, are versatile, durable, and go with almost everything. And shoes aren't just about looks, they're about comfort. Nobody wants sore feet after a walk through the mall or a dinner with friends. For everyday use, a minimalist leather sneaker can be the perfect bridge between comfort and elegance, even in the simplest outfits. Another often overlooked point, bags and backpacks. At 50, carrying that sporty nylon backpack doesn't align with the mature image you want to convey. Opt for a leather briefcase or a backpack with a cleaner, more refined design. In addition, scarves, belts, and sunglasses complete the look of someone who understands men's fashion. A discreet pocket square in your blazer, for example, completely changes how a basic look is perceived, and it's extremely easy to wear. And how about paying attention to your watch? It doesn't have to be a Rolex, but it does have to be good. A nice watch conveys punctuality, style, and above all, attention to detail. The same goes for your socks. They should complement the look and can even have a subtle touch of humor as long as they're well chosen. And of course, never underestimate a good fragrance. It may not be a visible accessory, but it might just be the most memorable one of all. Accessories are like well-placed commas in a sentence. They're not the focus, but they make everything flow better. Once you understand this, your style transforms with far less effort than you imagine. And now that you know the essential items for building an elegant, versatile wardrobe aligned with maturity, the question is, how will you apply all of this in your daily life? Let's talk about that next. Now that you have the complete roadmap to build a smart, versatile, and elegant wardrobe, my question to you is, are you going to keep dressing in just anything? Or will you start dressing like someone who knows their own worth? Men's fashion for those over 50 isn't about following trends. It's about presenting yourself to the world with confidence, class, and presence. Think about the impact a well-put-together look can have on your personal relationships, and business, even on your self-esteem. This isn't vanity, it's a life strategy. How many times have you felt like your clothing didn't represent the man you truly are? Now you have the opportunity to change that, piece by piece, choice by choice. Which of these tips are you going to apply first? What item is missing from your wardrobe today? Drop a comment below, I want to know. Let's transform the way mature men see themselves and present themselves to the world. And if you want to continue this journey with me, learning more about style, elegance, and men's fashion for those over 50, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for the next videos. The best is yet to come, and you won't want to miss it.